Today, I'm walking you through exactly how I use my complete 2026 to 27 journaling system so you can steal it for yourself. Most people treat the New Year time period like it's some kind of magic switch. New year, new me, new habits. But it's not about a particular time of year or willpower. It's about gaining clarity. When you don't have clarity and focus on what actually matters each day, your brain is just running too many tabs. You slow down, you feel anxious. But journaling is one of the single best things that I've ever done for my own mental clarity. And I'm not talking about sitting down and writing your feelings for an hour, unless you want to. Now, even if you have zero time and really zero interest in writing, I can promise you that this system will work for you. Because it's not about the writing per se, it's about what the writing process does for you. This is my full focus planner. I take it practically everywhere. For example, today I went to a University of California research station where I did a 5-mile hike with friends. And on the way, in the back seat, I had my journal, so I could sketch out ideas for the newsletter that I'm publishing tomorrow. That honestly made life for tomorrow a lot easier. So I could write down the ideas as they came in a spot that I always keep with me. I want you to understand why this works. I invite you to think about your brain like a powerful search engine and less powerful digital memory storage, if that works for you. Right now, everything is up here. Your to-do list, that thing you said yesterday that you're still thinking about, and what's for dinner, all of it running at once, many browser tabs open. The more things you have open at the same time, the slower everything gets. Now, your brain is genuinely amazing at processing information, but it's terrible at storing it. That's not a flaw, however. That's just how it works. What we're doing in this journal is offloading the storage part of your brain, getting those swirling thoughts out of your head and onto paper. This reduces anxiety and it brings real calm. It lets you see what's actually important versus what feels urgent at 2 a.m. And this is why nearly every morning you'll find me and my coffee and milk and this journal. Not because I'm disciplined in some superhuman way, but because it just really works and it feels good. I know some people will say the exact tool doesn't matter, just grab any old notebook. But I respectfully disagree. It's made a big difference for me, and it might for you too. Because if something feels good to pick it up, you may actually pick it up. I love to pick this one up. This is the Full Focus Journal, as I said, by Michael Hyatt. I've tried many different ones. And I also want to mention the Dailygreatness journal. That's a fantastic option as well, if you prefer something that's perhaps more prompt driven. And it helped me get into journaling successfully every day for a whole year. Not just planning to use one, but stopping by around January 14th. Anyway, both are designed around positive intelligence, and they have really powerful decision-making prompts. And the pen. Please don't underestimate the power of the pen. I have a favorite pen that goes everywhere with me. There's a real difference between writing with something that feels good in your hands versus just grabbing whatever's nearby. And honestly, checking off a task in this thing, it's one of my quiet daily pleasures. As they say, done is better than perfect. And momentum and impact build when you get things done. Each full focus planner covers 1/4 of the year. The very first thing I do with a brand new one, which I'm going to need shortly, so I've gotten out my next one, is this. I pull off this wrapper and I start by writing my name across it, loose and messy, making this journal mine. It sounds like a small thing, but there's something real about physically claiming this book. This quarter is mine. These goals are mine. I'm committed to this. Let's do this. You start with your annual goals here. Then it goes into goal details. A goal per page, your goal statement, your key motivations, the next steps, a celebration, like deciding how you'll celebrate your success when you achieve it, and tracking your goal progress. There's a 1-month view that gives you a bird's eye look ahead. You'd be surprised how much calmer you feel just having that perspective on what's coming for you. Less reactive, more intentional. You map out your daily rituals over here. You think about what helps you each morning when you stack your morning in the right way. Maybe beginning the day with no cell phone for the first 45 minutes. And it's just you and your journal being intentional. You can also plan your evening rituals to help you sleep better. That is one key thing, like taking a bath, having a certain book that you read, maybe a poem or a prayer that you say. You're designing what your day looks like. There's a spread to plan out what your ideal week looks like when you set up the kind of rhythm and cadence. So it's not the week that you're handed, it's the week that you build when you're in charge of it. Okay, this next part is where I want you to really lean in, because this is the thing that has brought me more clarity than almost anything else I do. I'll be honest, sometimes I take it one day at a time, and that's the kind of person I am sometimes. And that can work out. But when life is full and busy and there's multiple people to think about and there's a lot happening, then looking ahead is everything. You stop getting blindsided. As someone who's a transformational mindset coach, I love how the weekly preview starts. The after action review says to list your 3 to 5 biggest wins from the last week. Now that's important. You're thinking from a place of like, look what I'm capable of, not look how much I didn't do. When you're about to plan and make decisions, you want to be in the right mindset. Starting with wins puts you in a mindset of momentum, not deficit. And then it asks you to think about how far did you get in your weekly big 3 and what worked, what didn't, what will you continue or change? What habits do you want to build into your life so that you are living the life you really want to be living? Like, I want to be running 3 times a week and lifting weights. You decide what habits you're building and you watch the streak grow as you check them off. I find streaks incredibly motivating. Like today I'm on day 98 of Duolingo. The weekly preview closes with you deciding your weekly big 3. The 3 things that if you accomplish them will make this week a success. You will be happily surprised by how much clarity this brings to your week. Suddenly you know what matters. Everything else is context. Those 3 things are the mission. Turn the page from your weekly preview and there's a full week spread, open boxes for every day, so you can map out what you want to happen and what's already scheduled. Seeing the whole week laid out really helps me make it more manageable. Like that I know that I have a committee meeting on Thursday and I'll have to prepare for it ahead of time. Then you're not just reacting to whatever comes at you, you've really thought about it. Then there are the daily pages. This is where you actually live each day. Each day starts with the daily big 3. Just like at the weekly level, what are the 3 things that most need to happen today? This is how you protect what matters most from getting buried under what other things feel urgent in the moment. There's also space for your other tasks, and for me, it's a genuine pleasure in checking things off. I'm someone who loves to document my days, so I look back on them, and this daily layout has a calendar where I write down things that have happened. But you could absolutely use it to plan the day before it happens. It's your journal. Make it yours however you would like to use it. On the opposite page, open space. And this is my favorite part of the entire journal. Every morning, nearly, coffee in hand, sometimes out on my sunny driveway, sitting there basking in the glow. Usually, if things are still a little quiet in the house, I write what I'm grateful for. This helps my day just start to open. That gets my mind flowing in the best direction. I use that open space to brain dump, to sketch ideas, to write down whatever is circling in my head that I need to get out. When your thoughts are trapped inside your head, your brain is spending energy holding them there. The moment they're on paper, your nervous system gets to relax. It's stored, it's safe. Now you can breathe. Now you can actually prioritize strategically instead of spinning. At the end of each day, the journal asks one more question here. What was your daily win? Just one, the win of that day. It's a really good thing to think about. This is more powerful than it sounds. Your brain is an extraordinary search engine, and whatever you're searching for, it finds. If you're in the habit of scanning for what went wrong, that's what it finds every time. But if you're in the habit of looking for the win, it finds that instead. And over time, you'll actually see this in the patterns across your daily pages. You start to understand what you're truly succeeding at and understand what feels like a win to you specifically. This creates what's called a positive psycho-cybernetic loop. Your wins fuel your mindset. Your mindset fuels more wins. This loop builds on itself. You can create a powerful positive version of this, or you can let the negative default one run quietly in the background. This is how you choose the positive loop, and your brain will start looking for ways to help you win more, because that's what you've trained it to do. You're going to miss a morning, maybe two, I do that, maybe a whole week when things get crazy, and that's okay. This is a tool. It's there for you. The goal is not perfection. The goal is real clarity over time, the patterns that develop. And even on the weeks when I don't hit every section, just the act of coming back to it, it brings things back to myself and to reflection. Now, in the Enneagram world, I'm a type 7 visionary plus a lot of 3 achiever who loves to get a lot done. And I need reminders to slow down and be reflective. And you may as well. It's a very distracting world out there. The Full Focus Planner has genuinely changed how I move through my days. If you want one for yourself, I've got a link in the description. And I'd love to know, do you already have a journaling practice? Or is this something that you're just starting? Tell me in the comments. I read every one of them and appreciate them. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.